What's up everybody, my name is Dazz, welcome back to Motor Tic Mastery, and in this video we're going to explore the emotion of embarrassment. So if you have this condition or know somebody who has this condition, you're very aware, I'm sure, of the level of embarrassment that is involved oftentimes when we tic. If you've clicked on the title of this video to watch this video, then embarrassment for you is part of this experience. And it was for me for a long time. Like to be seen in an awkward way. To be seen in a way which isn't normal or part of the conventions of how people should act, look, or express themselves in our society. Embarrassment. And we don't know what to do with embarrassment, do we? It's like it's embarrassment. Or it's the shame of the way that I look. I'm embarrassed. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to talk about it. I don't know, I've got this thing that I've got to do with my body and it's kind of happening and people are looking at me. Doesn't feel nice, does it? And it's okay that it doesn't feel nice, right? And the question I have in this space though is, okay, so somebody's looking at me, I'm ticking, what's going on inside of ourselves during that period? Are we getting frustrated and angry? Are we feeling embarrassed and kind of closing up and looking away or trying to hold the tic in? What are we doing? Because it's in this space, the inner world of reactions and interactions and emotions and sort of, this inner space which we are learning to get more and more in connection and deeper aware of if we're ticking. It's the inner world space which helps us see the tic before it happens. And so exploring the emotions and what's happening when we are ticking or when people are sort of seeing us in the world is essential in order to move beyond the condition, to move beyond the tic. People think, if only the tic will go away, then I won't have the embarrassment. And this is true, right? If the tic goes away, you won't be embarrassed. Sure. Another way of thinking about it is that if I let go of the embarrassment of who I am and what I'm doing, the tic goes away. Now that might be, at the beginning, difficult to see or understand or believe. But we must understand that the emotions that are happening inside of us are affecting the body as much as the body is affecting the emotions inside of us. It's a loop. And we've got to cut the loop at some point. We've got to cut the loop somewhere. And most people think, I've got to stop the tics. I've got to stop the tics. It's the tics' fault. The tics! But actually, if you allow the tics to be for a moment and start focusing on the reaction to the tics, the connection to the tics, what's happening inside me before and after and during I tic in public or around other people, or the times in this context we're talking about embarrassment. Okay, so now we're starting to see that we can connect to the emotions. Great. So there is a feeling of embarrassment. Like for me in this moment, I'm feeling a little bit of energy and emotion with regards to embarrassment or shame. Maybe both. Because I have a big freaking spot on my face. that erupted onto my being after going to the gym for the first time in 3 freaking years. Suddenly a spot comes out of nowhere, you know. But anyway, so what I'm tuning into though is like I kind of feel a little bit embarrassed by it. Like initially for the first 5 minutes I didn't want to really talk about it or mention it. Right? But you're seeing it. And so me actually talking about it and expressing it, suddenly just like took a whole weight off my shoulders then. Like the elephant in the room, you know? It's like you're ticking, and like the tick becomes such a big thing in our mind. It's like the elephant in the room. And it's not really a big deal to everybody else around us, but it becomes a big deal for us inside of our mind. And we get so worried and frustrated and caught up in the, oh my God, this tick. I know, like, I lived for 20 years like this. I know. And it's not nice to feel when the mind has gone on override and we're just obsessively thinking, worrying about this thing that's happening through us to our body, even though it is unconsciously our body reacting to the inner turmoil of the mind and emotions. And so what we can do is start focusing on the emotion. Now, nobody's trained us, have they, in our society, what to do with emotions? Did you learn that at school? No. Nobody's taught us. Like, okay, I feel an emotion. Okay, what do I do? It's just an emotion. Okay, it just happens. Okay, is there anything I need to do? How do I interact with the emotion? Should I feel it? Should I push it down? Should I rise above it? Should I project it out into the world? Should I get angry at myself for that emotion so I create 2 emotions that are opposing each other? Like, there's all these interactions with emotions that directly relate to why our body is doing things by itself. Even if it's really subtle one, like the eye, you know, the eye's going, or shoulders going just subtly like this, whatever it is, right? It's because there is some inner turmoil where the mind and emotions somewhere aren't or haven't found a place of rest or calmness. There's something kind of caught up in our system. You don't need to go spending thousands and thousands of dollars on experts. You just got to master the inner world. Not even master the inner world, just learn a few techniques to relax your nervous system, calm yourself. So when it comes to emotions, it's like a journey of feeling them without running away from them. See, most of us have learned to react when we feel an emotion that is too much for us in that moment. And so we feel an emotion, oh, we tick. We feel an emotion, oh, we tick. We feel an emotion, oh, we tick. Oh, we don't like this feeling? Oh, okay. All right. Now, we're like, it's all happening unconsciously. Like all of these patterns, we've got layers of patterns of this onion of being that we've created. But what I'm attempting to do in this video is to keep bringing us back to the feelings. So many of the adults that I speak with, Motor Tic Mastery and the coaching that I do, so many of them just aren't feeling themselves. They're not allowing emotions to move in their body. They're so disconnected from their body, so in their mind that no wonder the body is crying out for attention. So don't let the tick, it's not the tick's fault. Don't blame the tick. The tick. Feel what's there. And when I say feel the emotion that's going on before or after the tick, feel it. Don't run away from it. Don't do something else. Don't hide it. Be with the presence of the body. And if it feels uncomfortable, be with the feeling. Being with the feeling is it's a practice of bringing your presence into the body. So instead of thinking about the concept of the feeling, instead of thinking about the feeling, being with the body, feeling the body. You can put your hand on your stomach or your heart if you want. You can take a breath and just be aware of the sensation of the rise and fall of your stomach and chest. That way you are being present with your own body. You're being with yourself versus, oh, mind, ego, mind, monkey mind, ego, mind. Oh. You know, because it's constant in here, isn't it? And take a moment to come down to the body. And if you're with the body, maybe you'll tick. That's okay. Okay, don't give yourself such a hard time that you're ticking. Come back to the body again. It's a muscle that we're building with regards to learning to be with the body. We build the muscle. It takes time. But as you learn to build that muscle and relax with the presence of your own body, you start to feel that emotion or the emotions that exist before and after and around the ticking. And as the emotions dissolve, by just being with them, just being present with them, that's all you need to do is just be present with them. They go. Now, it might be that they go easier by just pushing them to the side. Of course, they can temporarily go if you just push them to the side or push them down. I don't want to feel it. Yeah, they'll temporarily go. You push them down, you haven't got rid of them, they'll come back again. But if you feel them, if you feel that embarrassment, if you feel that shame, it's like you're filtering out all of that stuff that we've picked up along the way on this human journey. We're allowing ourselves to dissolve a bit more of it. And if we keep feeling versus just thinking, if we keep feeling, we drop. We drop down and become more relaxed in our body. Because the uncomfortable feelings dissolve away. And as the uncomfortable feelings continue to dissolve away, the body has no need to tick. There's nothing uncomfortable going on here anymore. Zero. There's nothing uncomfortable anymore. So the body doesn't need to tick. The body does not need to move by itself. And that's it. The difficult part is allowing yourself to feel. We're a species obsessed with thinking, our mind. We've forgotten what it means to feel our body. This whole motor tic and Tourette's thing in the world, even vocal tics, is like our inability to feel our body and thus become calm in the body. If we learn to feel, be still, become calm in our body, this condition does not exist. So I hope through this video, maybe I've inspired you a little bit to see the possibility that lays before you. The doctors say there is no cure. I say BS. It can be healed. Don't listen to them if they've said that to you, because it can be healed. It is possible to move beyond this condition, not just manage it or live with it, to be gone with it. Absolutely, completely and fully and truly be gone with it. And so I wish that upon you. And I wish that you make the steps and decisions and take the opportunities in life in order to learn how to do that for yourself. Okay. Even in this moment, feel your body. Feel your own body. Does it feel more rested? Does it feel more calm? Does it feel more at peace? Even with the storm outside and the storm going on around us, it's possible to feel the stillness in the mind and in the body. Okay, I think I'll leave it there. Thank you for tuning in, guys. And girls, and men, and women, and boys, and girls. And the non-gender folk. Everybody. Okay. Ciao, ciao.